Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Level 8, Juggernauts and Crosses story walkthrough for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. We do pick up the trophy achievement for beating the level. The True Believer required status is 110,000 studs. No Minikits or stand in peril, but we do check out the 2x red brick and extra heart after a quick cutscene.
The final pieces are coming together. Soon, you will rule the Earth.
Yes. But where's the power source you promised me? It's all we need.
I know where it is. We can acquire it from the mutants.
The X-Men? Very well. I've planned for every contingency. I'll dispatch some associates to reacquire it.
Brought you something, Professor. Figure this can help us find Magneto.
The only thing I think it will find for us is unwanted attention. Oh dear.
That doesn't sound good.
And that doesn't look good.
X-Men, do you read me? Our sensors indicate that the X-Mansion is under attack. If you're receiving this message, you should get there right away.
Oh, we hear you loud and clear, but we got other things to handle first. So why don't you go ahead and hit the select button on your controller and bring up the map here. And then find one of these points that's the blue flashing point there. And we're going to travel to the area. And what that is a vehicle point where we're going to call in. And you can even see right there, vehicle call-in points allow access to the shield air carrier. Boy, that's a mouthful. So we're going to go ahead and walk right up to it now that we're there. We got a couple options, but we are going to select the shield helicarrier. And now that we're up here, grab a few studs and access this panel, which will drop us down below. I know you're familiar with that because, well, assuming you've played the game, that's one of the first things you get to. Actually, it's level 2, I believe, maybe level 3. And after a short elevator ride down, it tells us all about the control room.
Cool, huh? You can replay missions by selecting them on the central console.
Blase. And then we're going to sneak on over to the left side. There is a doorway behind a ladder over here. Ready? Here we go. Going to go up inside there. We go in the first door on the left, but it's actually the first door on the right that you want. So we're going to run in here real quick, check some things out, realize we are in the wrong room, bail out, and now we're going to head on over to the room with the Deadpool mat.
Hey, buddy! You ever heard of a little thing called knocking? Oh, wait! You're here about my awesome Deadpool red bricks, huh? Okay, make yourself at home.
Why, thank you. Now in the middle of the room, there's a big screen TV on the wall there. Go ahead and walk up to it and hit the icon indicated. This will bring up all of the red brick options. We're going to scroll through them here and just give you a preview of all of them. Obviously, lots of money to be spent on those stud multipliers, but well worth it in the end. There's a couple of other familiar things there, fast build and extra hearts. So we've got just over 1,100,000. So we are going to go ahead and buy the 2x stud multiplier and the extra hearts, so we can have a little bit of extra love. Then I'm sure you're familiar with this, but you're going to hit the start button and go ahead and go to extras, and then go on down through and select the ones that you were able to purchase. If you have more money, you can see at any time you can look at the red brick list, and it'll show you which ones are available. So you can hit start and go to extras and all that. Now we're going to run back, and essentially what you do is you make your way back through the control room. You can't jump right into the map and warp to where we need to go. And unfortunately, I had not queued level 8 yet, so that's where we're headed next. So run back up to the very top. Once you get up to the top, though, you will be able to access the menu from the helicarrier, or you can actually just jump off and make your way across. It's probably quicker to use the map and travel. Look at that meat gaze Ray taking her out. Oh yeah, look at me running laps around her too. Oh yeah. So we are making our way all the way to the very tizzy top. Once we get there, I'm not sure, you might be able to access the menu from right here and warp, but I think you have to get, oh, nope, see the scene change, you have to wait till the top. When pulling up the map, it can be a wee bit confusing. As you can see, I was looking south, trying to head for my destination, but once I look, there's a little marker on there, and it's not flashing in as bright as you'd want it to be, but it's there. So we'll go ahead and go to that. I want to go to there. And we can set a destination, but that just sets the blue stud marker, so we're going to go ahead and find the area and select that and warp there. Now that we're here, we can follow the blue GPS studs, and keep in mind we are still in the open world right now. But go ahead and use telekinesis with Miss Jean Grey, and you can control Stan Lee in there. I'm having a hard time doing it here. And of course I make my way over to where I'm not supposed to be yet. Get back over there and control Stan Lee. Now this is a stand-in peril that you will free. Why didn't I mark it down at the beginning video, you ask? Well, it's because of the fact that it's an outside world Stan Lee. It doesn't actually pertain to level 8. There you go. It's an open world Stan Lee. And so because there's still a Stan Lee inside the video, we left that as a 0. Now this is also something that you have to do to advance. There's no way to get into the next level without doing that. So you have it. We figured we'd cover it. Now let's move on.
Officially, Professor Charles Xavier's Institute for Higher Learning is an ordinary boarding school. But the truth is, it also serves as a home and shelter for young mutants with extraordinary powers, collectively known as the X-Men.
Come on, we need to rescue the students.
Cyclops, Jean, you need to rescue any trapped students.
Well, thanks, Professor, as if that's not obvious. Wah, wah. Alright, so here we are. We're inside the X Mansion, and we're going to basically take out all the baddies that are in our pathway right now, and then destroy, you know, pretty much anything and everything around. Grab all the studs, and start working your way towards that 110,000 requirement for True Believer, which is pretty easy to get. Now, there is a bunch of stuff on the right-hand staircase. Destroy it, and a bunch of blocks will start bouncing. Once they do, build it up, and you'll complete the stairway up to the right-hand side here. Now, there's also another baddie over here in the corner, and you can use the old heat ray from Cyclops to destroy the gold statue. And then you're going to need to use Jean Grey's telekinesis to move that bookcase, which reveals a switch that you can press, thus giving access to a couple of the students to get the heck out of here. See ya! Alright, so got half of our job done down here. A few more baddies come out. You'd think they'd be a little concerned about the fire as well, but no, they'd rather come and give us a bad time. So try to get them in rapid succession so you can build up a little bit of a multiplier. I always wait until there's 2 or 3 guys running at me before I start powing. Pow-ka-chaws. And alright, so we got a few flowers. Always blast them away. Make sure you get them studs. We'll head up the stairs and use the telekinesis again. Well, first we got to take out one last baddie. Then there's this painting over here. And we use the telekinesis to reveal a gold wall. Then we can cut out an X. X marks the spot, right? Nice. Alright, now that that's open, what do we do? What do we do? You build the pieces that have been left behind here. Then you can go ahead and flip the switch once you build it up, and it'll open up another little portal that will allow, it looks like we're actually throwing them out of here with our telekinesis. I could be wrong, but uh-oh. What you want, punk? Oh, why thank you for opening the door for us. Such a gentleman. Alright, now, if you're really trying to collect Minikits, there's one right here. That gold lock that's right behind me is going to give you access into a Minikit. So if you want to use Cyclops and blast that, feel free to. We're going to save it for free play because we're going to try to knock them all out in one swoop for each level. Makes it easier for you and visually appealing. It's a challenge for us, too. It's one more thing for us to add to our list of things to do in LEGO, is to wait till the end. And trust me, it's hard. We didn't do it in a few of our other series, but it was recommended that we should, so we're going to give it a whirl for you again. We successfully did it in Pirates, and that went over well, so now we'll go ahead and try it here. Look at this dude. He's just a Miley Cyrus wrecking ball, just plowing everything, huh? Oh, Billy. Truth be told, never heard the song, don't even know, but heard lots about it. But you can go ahead and use the telekinesis through the flames over here to the one sad worker. He kind of gives you a cue when he goes, right from the cutscene there. Then walk him over and let him flip the switch, which will bring down some water and some pieces and all sorts of stuff. And now we're going to get inside and walk around. We actually have access through the back wall here. Yeah, buddy. Now there's a few goons that'll come and try to bust you up. This dude's even trying to shock you. That must be Nighthawk. Or he must be their Nighthawk of the group, tasing fools. If you don't know about Nighthawk, he's one of my clan members that I played with for a long time, and at our get-togethers, well, he runs a security company, and at our get-togethers, he brings his tasers. And every so often, he gets one lucky member that's never been tased that wants to be tased. So, tell you what, I've never volunteered and don't plan to. Okay, so bust up a few things here. Collect all the studdage that drops. Look at that. We're already getting pretty close thanks to our 2x stud multiplier. Alright. And once you use the heat ray to drop the gold, use the telekinesis to move all the stuff out of the way and then advance into the next room where what? Quit licking on her. That's not appropriate.
Storm, are you alright?
Get a room, you two. Alright, so you're going to want to hit the triangle button and switch on over to Storm. Spam the button indicated. Spam, spam, spam. Wow, that was shocking. Snarf, snarf. Alright, and after we free a couple more students, use Storm. She's got some cool powers to throw some little tornadoes around. It pretty much looks like the compass animation from Lego Pirates. Except for you have a little bit of control over throwing them, which is nice. And speaking of nice, a nice little piano session there. Kind of takes me back to my Snoopy days. Ooh! Shockingly awesome. I love that she can just zap everybody. Alright, there's some fire over here. We obviously can't do a whole lot with our other characters, but we can put fire out with our wind. I'm trying. It keeps telling me I can do it, but oh, you gotta hover over it and put it out. She must have some bad gas or something. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but a quaff, perhaps. And go ahead and use the telekinesis to put the bricks together that fall from the fireplace. Then there's also another chair that needs some telekinesis behind the table. And then on the left-hand corner of the room over here, there is also another bouncing pile of bricks. And we'll build those up and put those together in a chair and put it in place. And one last time, use the telekinesis to go ahead and raise the roof. No, actually, just raises a charge panel. And we will use Storm. Dun-dun-dun. That was quick and easy, eh? And it reveals another secret entrance for those dudes to bounce out. See ya! Alright, so we're moving right along, We got some baddies coming in through the back doors. You can see there's a gold, I guess it's door on the right-hand side? Yeah, I guess if I were Doug, that would be the left-hand side, so be wary of that if you're following the guide, that often left is right. So if you can't find it on the left, make sure you head to the right. That's just a piece of advice from me to you. Lately he's been getting better because I've been on him pretty good. And I taught him the whole hold up your hands. And like one hand will make an L with your pointer finger. And so he's getting it. He's a grown man, still learning his left and right. But that's all right. All right, so you can see we cut that open with the gold heat ray. Or cut the gold open with the heat ray. And then we use telekinesis to move the tube over to the apparatus. And then one last little jolt with Storm gives us just what we need to get that door nice and ajar. Look at that. It's kind of like an elevator door. It's like zzz, 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 when you're standing there. You ever push the open button? Open, open, open. That's what it does. All right, right off the bat, there is a save spot behind us. We're not going to jump right into that yet. It does come in handy, though, for those of you who are needing to go to work, need to go to sleep, girlfriend or boyfriend is ready for some hangout time or whatever the case may be. And hey, if you're just wanting to be cautious and not lose your data, that's also a good way to do it. Sometimes your PS3 or Xbox will freeze.
This isn't cool.
Alright, so spam the button indicated there, and you will free Iceman. It's one of my favorites, especially from Top Gun. Oh. And now he can actually put out the fires. He didn't put out the fire. It was always burning. Alright, I love the fights. Chaw, 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 chaw. Pow, pow, pow. It kind of reminds me of the Peter and Chicken fights from Family Guy. So there are plenty of fires to be put out around here, and as you'll see here in a second, there are some that you actually required to get in order to earn your mini kit. But we're going to come back to those in free play, so don't worry too much about those. If you want to go try to find them on your own, you're welcome to, if you're an adventurist. But you can always come back to us when in need, or if in need. And we're going to just get a bunch of studs before we head out. There are some fires over here. Oh, there was an owl too. We don't want to bust open all those owls. I guess it's a gargoyle, huh? Not an owl. Kind of the same thing. Not really. Pretty much different. But they both hang out on buildings, and they both are in cement form often. So I guess I'm kind of right. Anyways, enough arguing over right and wrong here. We're gonna just basically make our way and try to collect all the studs possible. We already have the true believer status, but you know we're not mad at money. We like collecting it, so we're gonna get as much of it as possible. Do a quick save there. We edited the itty bitsies out. Now we're gonna take Mr. Iceman, and we're gonna try to freeze this big old pond here. Oh, there we go. Makes a nice little stairway for us to get up to the top so that we can work our way around. I'm sure you saw Stan in peril off to your left. We're gonna pass him up too. We already saved one Stan in this video, even though it wasn't related to the level. Well, not specifically. So after climbing the ice stairs, you're gonna come to a spot where like the bridge has fallen out, and there's a gold icon across. Use the heat ray to go ahead and destroy that, and it'll actually provide a little puddle for you. That puddle becomes very handy with Iceman, who then turns it into an ice bridge. Oh yeah! Slide on across and blast everybody and everything. And then you're going to use telekinesis to move all of the bushes away and reveal a gold door, which we can then cut out. Red rocket, red rocket! And once that's in, make sure there's another silver icon down there, but we'll come back to that on free play. A couple more studs. Don't forget about the bluesy over there. Where are you going? Don't get... Oh, what? All right, that'll take us on into the next point of interest. A couple more guys, couple more students in need of our help. Looks like a giant big screen TV. We'll find out in a second if it is or not. Quite a few baddies, couple students, couple items that reveal some studs as well. Alright, so make your way over to the bookcase on the left side of the room. Use the telekinesis again to reveal a secret control room. And then use mind control to go ahead and make that dude flip the switch. Flip it, buddy! And look at that. It kind of is a big screen.
I know what you're thinking.
And this requires all four of the characters to stand on one of the little, looks like the directional pad from the controller. And once you do, it'll open up another little tube. So,
Now what?
all right, making good progress here, are we not? Oh, Magneto. Whoa! Some more goons, and it's raining studs as well. Use the telekinesis, or I guess, I don't know if you have to use the telekinesis or if you just need to build it on the right-hand side, but build it on up, and then you will need to use telekinesis. And this gets a little confusing, or you can see that Cyclops jumps up on that little panel that we just built, and we need to use Jean Grey to lift it up. But it's kind of being a pain. For whatever reason, Cyclops jumps up there until we switch to Jean Grey. But then when we switch to Jean Grey, he moves, and then there's like this process. Can't wait till we can actually select the character we want. That's the only flaw with the story mode that I've really found so far. I'd love to be able to hold down the character select button and select the character I want, rather than having to hit the lottery and keep toggling through and see if I get lucky with the character I need. Alright, enough of me complaining. Once you get up top with Mr. Cyclops, there's a couple of bricks over in the corner that can be found by destroying a grandfather clock. And use those bricks to build up a ladder, and that'll give access to everyone else. There's a couple of flames on a little area over here. You can use Iceman to put those out. Then one last time with telekinesis up here. Go ahead and pull all those little bolts and form a bridge for us to walk across. But we also need to use the heat ray to destroy those gold locks on the side. Yeah, you ain't stopping us, Juggernaut. We coming for you. And we're not far from the final battle here, which is pretty long too. He's a Juggernaut, so he just doesn't roll over easy. It's not like the Green Goblin or whatever. One hit and he's out of there. Nope, he takes quite a few. All right, so right off the bat, we're gonna go ahead and destroy anything and everything as always. If you don't have the 2x stud multiplier, like if you didn't have a million studs or whatever the case may be, maybe you just didn't feel like going to do that, you should be getting fairly close. As you can see, we're almost 2 times the amount. By the end of this level, we actually do get over that amount. So, all right, this room looks familiar. We've been here before. Yep, you are correct, sir. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's gonna feel that in the morning, eh? Alright, so he is still just trying to make his way around and destroy everything possible. Use Iceman to head up the stairs and put out the flames that actually give you access all the way up to the top level, which we were not able to get to last time. So now we can come up here and there's some more fire we can put out. A couple blocks that you can build. And then it actually gives us 2 different statues. You're going to need to use telekinesis one more time to put those in the right place. See, this is what I'm talking about. I like have to hit the lottery. And then what is she doing? She's like down there hiding in the corner. She get in trouble? Somebody put her in the corner? Doesn't matter, I don't think, which side they go on. Maybe it does. Maybe it'll lead you to one side or the other, but we picked them both up. Oh, look at that. Maybe it is, because there's a red and a blue. Haha. So put them on the red and the blue, and it'll open the door just for you. Now that that little panel has opened up for us, we're going to use Storm, and we're going to charge it. After we take out these bad guys. Who's your favorite character so far? We've opened up quite a few, really. I mean, there's still lots to go, but do you have a favorite so far? My favorite that I'm looking forward to is Howard the Duck. You know, I'm not even 100% sure like what his power and special ability and everything is, but one of my favorites from the back in the day, and that still hasn't changed. All right, so use the charge from Storm to go ahead and fill up that little charge pod. It'll reveal a whole other group of baddies. And we are officially over the double true believer status now. So even without the 2x stud multiplier, you should be pretty close.
Professor!
Professor X has agreed to let me care for the Tesseract.
He has.
Of course. He knows I'm good with technology.
And he knows you'll double-cross him at the drop of your helmet.
Well, that's no way to treat a lady, Summers. Make sure the children are protected. I'll take care of these 2.
No running in the hallway, please. How many times must I say it? No running in the hallways! Oh.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Magneto!
We seem to have upset the natives. Deal with them.
All right, as promised, the big battle with Mr. Juggernaut himself. So now we have Beast, who is extremely smart, and he is coming up soon, is only the smartest one capable of running the computer. So here in a minute, that's not the one, that's the save point. We don't need that one. But here in a minute, we're gonna basically, there's this series. We need to use the telekinesis to go ahead and throw this box that he's throwing at us back at him. I have a really hard time with it. I get really frustrated, and in fact, I even had to pause it and check my resources to see what's going on, because the reality of it is I could not get Gene to throw the box back. Now the key is all about timing, is what it seems to be. I kind of figured out towards the end. And you're going to want to get close, not be fighting goons, and you're going to want to be right about where I'm standing now, and when he throws the box, tap the telekinesis rather than hold it, and it should throw it back at him. But I mean, I'm targeting him. I'm doing everything possible. Now, one other thing that I'll point out, since we have a minute or two to kill here, there are 4 little computer terminals that are flashing. There's one over there on the right. We've already destroyed one, and then there's 2 in the back. So there's one in each corner of the room, basically. So you can use your telekinesis to destroy all 4 of those and earn yourself a mini kit, or you can wait until free play like us, and we'll go ahead and swoop all those together. All right, so you can see there's another one right there off on the left-hand side of the screen there. The Scorner. I almost called it the Scorner. That's a new one. All right, here we go. We're going to get close here. See, I mean, at this point, I am pissed. I am frustrated as can be. I'm like doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's not working, except for the fact that I am pressing and holding the button, and I'm going to tap it, and it's going to work here in a second. Next try, I think. Next try. 400th times the charm, right? Bam! That's right. Told you I knew how to throw a box. And essentially what happens is it slams onto Juggernaut's head, and he runs around like a madman, pretty much running in the same circle. Now, I highly recommend taking out the guys shooting at you, and you'll see why. It is extremely frustrating trying to get 2 characters at the same time to jump up and pull these levers. Because what happens is you get up and you jump on one, he pulls the lever down, you switch characters, then he gets shot. And then the guy that you just made jump up, he gets killed and not hanging out there anymore. Eventually, I get it. Eventually. There we go. And I go, oh yeah, I should have taken these guys out. Oh. But I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully you can learn from my mistake. And now what's happened is we have a box that has been presented to us, and we can build those up. You don't have to use telekinesis, I don't think. But maybe you do. Build that box up, and then... What is it? What is it? Oh, snap. It's a boom box. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Yeah, he doesn't like music, though. What's with all the music haters? All the bad guys are just not very much fun. But he gets all pissy, and he runs and charges at it and gets his head stuck in the side. Then you come over here and freeze the water that's around him with Iceman. Then use telekinesis to pick him up and toss him around. Then you got to repeat the process more or less all over again, except for this time it takes place on the right-hand side of the map, or area. Area. All right, I'm focused and I'm ready. I'm like, throw a box, throw a box, throw a box. Oh, throw another box. And it doesn't take me nearly as long this time. As you can tell, the video is getting pretty close to being over, and I do not cut out anything. We watch the final cutscene, we see the total screen and all, so getting pretty close. Next box, I believe, is the one. Here it comes. Booyah. Kushow. Alright, now there's some fire down below. Fire. Put that out, and then it'll actually only give you some studs. It's not really worth that much. But this time, hey, I learned. I'm going to take the baddies out first. Except for I can't. I keep trying to shoot that dude, and I'm having a hard time finishing him off. So, Juggernaut should be running around and say, yeah, where'd he go? What happened? But he's running around in a circle, round and round he goes. Where he stops, no one will know. But over in the corner, there is a bunch of bricks bouncing, and this is where you need Beast to run the computer. And he'll open it up and drop another box, which you can smash into pieces, providing us with a couple of more blocks to build. And yeah, buddy. Brrrring. Got ourselves a little alarm clock, which again, loud noises. Not a big fan of. Okay, so there's more water down below, so we're going to freeze him up one more time. And take out that dude shooting, being a little pest. And now we'll use the telekinesis from Jean Grey to throw him back across the board again. Bam! And one last heart is all we need here, but one last heart is all we got too, so got to be careful. Now he throws some stuff at the ceiling, big old box or something. And it provides us with a bunch of blocks that we can build if we can get the right sweet spot. There we go. You build it right in the center X, so that might help line you up. And oh, snagged a heart. We are good to go. And this was a little confusing for me too. I'm like trying to guide the little circle, but what you need to do is press the arrows. So you need to start by pressing the right arrow. Thought it was down because I thought if the top guy's flashing, but the top one is our destination, not who we're controlling. So make your way up, all the way around, and upsy daisy one last time. What do you think is going to happen, guys? Spoiler alert! Ownage is what's going to happen. Oh, it's just like the claw. All right, he drops down, and now guess what? We have access to his heed. And what a big heed it is. We can go ahead and use our mind control. Now turn around and open that door for us. What are you doing charging at me like that, punk? Turn around and open that door. By the way, you can take out a bunch of dudes while you're here. You don't seem to gain any studage from them. But I think it's just because you're a bad guy taking out bad guys. Maybe it's because we've just owned this level so much. Look at that, 263,000 studs. All right, pull the handle open and wait for it one last time. Bunch of water, which gives us the access to freeze him. Iceman. What's the matter, bro? You cold? Should have worn your shirt or your coat, like your parents always told you. All right, now one last toss out of here.
Oh, my stars and garters.
What does that even mean? Magneto got away.
That is most unfortunate. I think that means we'll owe Nick Fury a few favors.
Oh boy, in someone else's pocket. Never like owing favors. Regardless, be happy. Yay! We got a couple new characters. We got a trophy achievement for Juggernauts and Crosses, beating that level. And we also got a couple of gold bricks headed our way. So free play is now unlocked. We recommend you beat the entire story before going back to play it. But it is unlocked if you're just anxious and ready to get in there. And we got quite a few studs added to our pile, and it's only going to get larger now that we've got our multiplier. We're saving up, and we're going to play it smart, just like we always do. We're going to not buy any characters until we get that 10 times multiplier, and we're going to save up our studage. We'll probably buy the 4 times next. But we got the True Believer, no Minikits. Here's our couple gold bricks as promised. So putting a little dent in that 250. Not really, but sort of. But that'll wrap up LEGO Marvel Superheroes Level 8 Juggernauts and Crosses. Hey, you know what you should do? You should head on over to Facebook or Twitter, or just comment, vote, subscribe down below. Tell us what you think of this video series. Tell us who your favorite character is. Tell us what your favorite comic book series is. Tell us something about you that we can connect with you and interact. So head on over to HappyThumbsGaming.com as well. We got reviews. We got for products. We got reviews for games. We got trophy achievement guides. In fact, there's even a trophy achievement guide for this game in the works if it's not already available for you. If it's available, there will be a link down below in the video description here on the YouTube channel. And if it's not, it's coming soon, I promise. Check out our Facebook page to get the current events on that and everything else. All right, as always, until next time. See ya.